I bowed not to the Gopikas. I bowed to the dust of the feet of the Gopikas. Vande Nandavaja Srinam Padarenam Abhikshasaham Yasam Harikatot Geetam Punati Bhuvanatrayam. There are songs which are sung about the holy dust which are in the feet of these Gopikas. And anybody who hears them, those songs, he gets completely pure. All the impurities are what? Gunati Bhuvanatrayam. It purifies not one person or 2 persons. All the 3 worlds, up, middle, down. All the 3 worlds are purified by simply hearing the glory of the dust which adhere to the feet of these Gopikas. I bow again and again to that. And Surdas writes, Udho Sidho Bano. You see, Udho means Uddhat, the arrogant fellow. And was Sita Bhagya. After coming over here, he became straight. He was straightened. He came to straighten the Gopikas and he got straightened. Udho Sidho Bano. That's what they say. Now, with that name, half of this Dashma Skanda, it is called Purvartha. It is over. Now, the second Uttarartha starts. Kamsa had 2 wives, Asti and Prapti. They were the daughters of Jarasandha, who was the king of Magadhas, Magadha Raja. They were the king. He was the king. See, in those days, there were no newspapers, there was no SMS, so people couldn't get news. So Jarasandha was not aware that his son-in-law, Kamsa, had been killed. Asti and Prapti. When Krishna had driven Kamsa to his death, he didn't kill them. He drove him to his death. Then they ran back to their father, to Magadhas, and told him, Father, this is what had happened. Our husband had been killed by this chap called Krishna. Then he was extremely angry. He says, I am just now going. I am going to invade the Mathura and kill that Krishna. And he took 23 Achavini Sainya. What is an Achavini Sainya? 1 Achavini. He took 23. 1 Achavini is 21,870 chariots and 21,870 elephants. Then 3 times that, 65,610 horses. The same, 5 times, 1,09,350 infantry soldiers. All these together is called 1 Achavini. And he took 23 Achavinis. You can imagine, 23 soldiers and 1/5 elephants, 1/5 chariots, like that. Should be a huge affair to kill one cowherd boy, Krishna. All these people are required. He goes and all the followers of him, the entire 23 Achavinis are annihilated. They are all destroyed in no time. But Krishna said, Magadhastanahantavyom bhujakatva balodyamam etadattu avataroyam bhubararnayame. Look here, none of them should harm this Magadha Raja. Leave him alone and kill everybody else. So that he will go and bring another 23 Achavinis. So my idea is to reduce the burden of the earth. So that I want. So here is an easy source. You will every time go on bringing and I will be killing them all. So sitting at my place, I can reduce the burden of the entire earth. So he besieges Mathura. Every time he brings 23 Akshavanis, all decimated, all annihilated, all destroyed. And again, Magadaraja no, hey, get out, go back home. He goes back. Again he brings, 17 times he brings, each time 23 Akshavanis. And now God said, now we have killed sufficiently, now the earth has been relieved of the burden to a large extent. So on the 18th time, Jarasandha is going to invade, he is coming with his troops. And in the meantime, Narada induces some foreigner. He is called Yavana. Yavana is a general term for all foreigners in those days. So there is one Yavana. They were all in those days like barbarians, say they were all like demons only, demonical qualities. No civilization as at present. So this Yavana, he said, see, you are searching for a good place to fight. That fellow is the best fellow, see. He has killed so many people, you go and fight with him. So from another side, Yavana was coming with his troops to fight with him. So from two sides he is being attacked. Now Krishna said, by fighting he can fight only on one front. He can't fight on two war fronts. So again, Krishna is the best tactician. He knows all the tactics, the war tactics. You may say, he is the best diplomat. He knows how to arrange the strategies, the war strategies. So first this Yavana came, still he is behind, he is yet to come. When Yavana came, he just went out of this city and he was running fast. Yavana said, hey, this fellow wants to escape me, I will go after him. So alone he is pursuing him. Both are running. And at last they reached a cave. And Krishna disappeared into the cave. And then Yavana also came into the cave. Krishna disappeared, but there was one king who was sleeping. The king's name was Muchukunda. Muchukunda was a great, valorous king. So Indra sought his help once to fight with the devils. So he took him along with him. They fought. And in gratitude, Indra told him, what do you want? He said, I am damn tired after having fought all these days. I want to sleep for a long time. You give me a place and make me sleep. Indra said, Tathastu, let it be so. So he found himself in a big cave. He went and lay down and had been sleeping for years. And suddenly, the Yavana in pursuit of Krishna came. He couldn't find anybody else. He saw this fellow. This is Krishna, he thought. So he went near him along with his sword. He just woke up and saw him with his eyes. He was completely basmasat. He was reduced to ashes. This is what happened. Then Krishna appeared before this Muchukunda. And he told him that I am Lord Krishna. Then Muchukunda praises him and all that. And now in the meantime, before going into the cave, he quickly, when he knew that Yavana is going to pursue him, he went very quickly into Gujarat. And there he prepared a big city underneath the ocean. That's called the Dwarka. Even today, when you go to Dwarka, There is a Dwaraka for all people, but there is also a Bed Dwaraka. Bed means in Gujarati an island, which is surrounded by the ocean on all the four sides. So even now it is there. It is only a government steamer which you can take you in the morning. You can go. It's a big area. Even though people do not live permanently over there, but there are a number of houses, a number of dharamsalas, and again there are small temples for all these 8 principal wives. They are called Ashtameshis, like Rukmini, Satyabhama, Satya, like that. For all those 8, Mitravinda, Krishna, so all those people are there for all of them. So it's a nice place, wonderful place. And that Dwarka also, the beauty of Krishna is better seen than told. No amount of description will convince you. One has to go there and see. And he built that city and then he came back and then he was running. And Yavana pursued him and finally he was reduced to ashes. Now we will do half of the Rukmini's kidnapping. They call it Rukmini's marriage, so we will call it Rukmini Vivah. Raja said, Bhishmako Naman, Vidarbhani Vatirmahani. In the olden days, in the land of Vidarbha, there was a king. He was known as Bhishmaka. This Bhishmaka had 5 sons and 1 daughter. The daughter was called Rukmini, and the eldest of the sons, he was called Rukmi. Rukmi, from the very beginning, she had a hatred against Krishna, because Duryodhana, this Magadha Raja, Dirasandha, Kamsa, they were all his friends. So this one has killed him, so he considered him as his enemy. So once when somebody suggested, we can give Rukmini to Krishna, he highly opposed it. No, he is a cowherd son and we are all Kshatriyas. No, I will not have intercaste marriage in my family. It will be only with a Kshatriya. And my own friend Shishupala is there, so we will give. And the marriage is fixed with Shishupala. The betrothal ceremony has taken place. And Rukmini, she has heard of Lord Krishna. Narada and all these Mahashis, they used to go from time to time to the Sabha, to the court of Bhishmaka, and they used to sing the glories of Lord Krishna. How beautiful he is, how handsome he is, how nice he is, how generous he is, and they used to praise. On hearing it, Rukmini was very impressed. She thought, if at all I marry this birth, I will marry only Krishna and nobody else. But unfortunately, her father had already betrothed, and Rukmini sends a love letter to Krishna, and through a Brahmin. That Brahmin gives it to him and he reads it. The first is spoken, Sirtvagunan Bhuvana Sundara Shinvatante Karnavivaraihi Haradom Gatapam Rupam Disham Dishimatam Akirathalabam Toyachuda Vishati Chitramapatrapam. Krishna, my mind is entering into you absolutely shameless. It has got no shame in thinking of you, in selecting you as my husband. How did you know me? Sritva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara. Why you are world famous for your beauty. Bhuvana Sundara. You are beautiful in the entire world. So your name is everywhere in all the websites. It comes, the most beautiful person, Krishna, is there. So I used to hear it. And in one way, it created heat inside. Oh, when will I see that Krishna? When will I meet that Krishna? When will I marry that Krishna? So there's a big tapa inside. There's a big heat. But at the same time, when I went on hearing you and your gunas, it was also making it cool. So both hot and cold, both were there. And he says, Aradito yadi gadagrite yatyapanim Grunhatu mena tamaghosh sudadayonye. Look here, Shishupala is waiting. Tonight he is going to do a ceremony which is supposed to be a purvanga for any marriage. The marriage will be on the next day. The previous night, the son-in-law alone, he has to perform certain rites, and that is called the purvanga ceremonies. The prayer qualifying rites, he has to do that. So it is already coming. So let them not touch me. I am the offering to the great Lord. Let not somebody else touch me. See to it, please. And look here. And it may be in this janma you may not like to come and take me. You will be afraid because there is a lot of troops and all that. You may not be able to come inside with all your troops. Who will allow you? So you may come alone. So you can't fight against all the people. So you may not come. Then what will I do? Na bhaviyeta bhavat prasadaha. In this janma, if I don't get your blessing, your prasad, your blessing, then what will I do? Every birth, I will not marry any these Shishupalas. So I will only be thinking of you, and I will leave my body. Every time, Pratakrishan, Shatajanma Vishya, Jahyamasun, Pratakrishan, I will do vrat. I will not take meats from the day of birth, and I will leave that body. And how many times? As many times as possible till you come, and then with compassion, oh, this lady has been leaving her body, she has been committing suicide in every birth, now I will take her. Till you come and take me, I will go on leaving my body. So Lord, please come and take me. You see, this looks like an ordinary schoolgirl's love letter to her classmate. She says, hey, tomorrow morning I am going to Utkal Express, you come and wait there. I am coming with all the ornaments and everything. Let us fly away somewhere. And in case you don't come, what will happen? You will find my body in the temple tank. Inside the temple there is a small tank with water. I will go and leave my body there. And you will be responsible for it. So like that she writes, that if you don't accept, in every birth I will be leaving my body. This has got a great significance. It is the 5th day after he started. He said, by 7 days I will guarantee moksha for you. And by hearing this, Parikshit, by hearing the story of kidnapping of a girl by Krishna, he is going to get moksha? Who ever told? Then every day you read newspapers, you should get, there are so many suicides. You should get your moksha. No, it has got a great spiritual significance. Rukmini means, Rukma means gold in Sanskrit. Rukmini means, who is of the golden color. She is of the golden color. And what is of the golden color? According to our Upanishads, our Jivatma is of the golden color. Hiranmaya Purusha, this is the description in the Upanishads. The Jivatma which is here in each, it is of the golden color. So, Rukmini represents the Jivatma. So, the letter is from Jivatma to Paramatma and not from an ordinary girl to an ordinary boy. It is not a boy and girl's love affair. It is a love affair of Paramatma and Jivatma. And the Jivatma writes, look here, in every birth I have been married only to Shishupala. Shishupala means the one who rears children. When I was 8 years old, my mother will tell, hey, you take away your sister and go around the village. This girl does not allow me to cook. So I started my Shishupala from my 8th year. I was taking and going around for 1 hour and then going home. And then, after marriage, come back from office and the lady of the house will come with a child. She will say, Shaitan, Shaitan, throughout the day, night it sleeps very well. It doesn't allow me to sleep. It goes on weeping, you have it. So, after doing the office work, you come and take the child. So again, Shishupala. Shishupala, that is rearing the child. And the night also, because now no more. Till tomorrow morning you have to leave for office. It is yours. That's all. So we have been thus managed. You are all right. You have now retired. Now, no more rearing of children. You are wrong. Your son, your bahu, that is your daughter-in-law, both are going to office. They leave the child in your Papa, give him Horlicks. Yesterday you forgot, so I kept it here. At 1 o'clock you give Horlicks. At 3 o'clock you give Borvita. She gives everything. Again, if you cannot sleep, you have to give the child. So, in birth after birth we have been marrying only Shishupala. And in one birth, somehow through some satsang we have come to hear that this one great Mahapurush, who is called the Lord, who is called Krishna, who is also called Ram, who is also called Shiva, who is also called Ganesha. He is the ultimate God, he is the supreme God. And now Jivatma says, I will only be absorbed in him. I don't want any more Shishupala. So it says to Paramatma, oh Paramatma, you get me absorbed in you. If you won't in this birth, I will do sadhana in every birth. After all, at least in one birth, you will have compassion, your grace will come, your kripa, and I will get my moksha from you. So, this entire story of the kidnapping of Rukmini is not a story. By reading the story, nobody will get his moksha. But the inner meaning is this, that the entire thing is about Jivatma and Paramatma. And how the Jivatma is longing to get Krishna. And at last, Krishna goes and brings. It is very difficult. We have got all the Indriyas, Panchendriyas, they are all taking you elsewhere to the world. And from them to snatch you, it's not so easy. And that is the troops of Bhagavaraja who are guarding her. And one more shloka, tomorrow we will see where she tells him the method how he can kidnap her easily. See, the ladies are very intelligent. That is not clever. Intelligent. So she gives him the method also. With this, today's portion will be over, and tomorrow we will be starting with the Vivaha, the marriage of Rukmini, because after taking her, he wants to do everything regularly, because he is the Dharma Gupta, he is protecting the Dharma, so he doesn't want to go by any other method. So he takes her to Dwaraka, And Upayemi Kurudvaha, he married her. It ends there. That story of Rukmini. So with this we stop today. Om Satya Prajabhya Paripalentam Nyayena Vakena Mahimesha Mo Brahmane Veshamamstaritam Loka Samasta Sikano Bhavantu Kale Vachita Parjanya Prithvi Sasacharini Deshoyam Chobarita Brahmana Sundarbhaya Sarve Bhavantu Sukina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pasyantu Ma Gachyatu Kabhat Bhavit Kayena Vacha Manasendriva Buddhyatmana Bhapagate Svabhavat Karomi Yadhyat Sakalam Parasme Narayana Yiti Samapyami Narayana 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 Gananantva Ganapati Kim Havamahe Kavin Kavina Pavasavastamam Jyetarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anushanvanodibhi Sveda Sadhanam Om Mahaganadhipataye Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Sthapagaita Dharmasya Sarvadharma Swarupine Avatara Varishthaye Ramakrishna Te Namaha Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostate Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Dashitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sarvaswarupe Sarveshen Sarvashakti Samanbhite Bhayabhyastrahinu Devi Durge Devi Namostute Sharanagata Dinartha Paritrana Vrajane Sarvasyarti Hare Devi Durge Devi Namostute Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranatakleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Apadapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sriramam Bhoyo Bhoyo Namamyam. Rukmini indicates in a very letter to Krishna how he can easily kidnap her and bring her. It's not so easy. After all, she is in Antapura, she is in the harem, and it is heavily guarded, and alone Krishna is to enter, she will be completely trapped. So how he should do it? She tells him in secret, which is not known. The night before the marriage, there is a custom in their family that she is taken to the outskirts of Magadha. There is a big temple of Deviji, Bhagavati. And there Bhavani, she is to go and do her puja and invoke her blessings for the wedding. And then she is to come back. Then afterwards, nobody can see her till the marriage. So it is the only time she comes out. And there will be very heavy guard, then only a few, because nobody knows that she is to come. She said, there is a time when you can easily take me. And Krishna takes his driver, Sarathi, is known as Daruka, tells him, come on, we have to go. He goes alone. He doesn't take any troops with him. Nor is he told his younger brother that he is going. Absolutely without telling anybody, She starts and goes to the place where Rukmini is. Rukmini is waiting, and here the king is greeting everybody, and Krishna and Rama is a name to be reckoned with. It's a big name. So the king has himself, Vishvaga, the father of Rukmini himself comes and he greets him, he takes him to his place, and in those days they have to give argya, all these things. He gives the water to wash his hand and gives him a little of chandan and all these things. And then after seating them in the proper place, so many kings are coming, and yatha viryam yatha vayah yatha balam yatha vittam sarvaika ve samarheti. How does the Raja greet the others? Not, he doesn't extend the same type of welcome to all. He sees what is their strength. Are they very strong kings with a lot of troops? Then they will be given more attention. And if it's a small king with a very small army, well, he will be given less attention. Yatha viryam, then yatha vayah. And an old king, he will be treated with more respect. A young fellow who has sat on the throne just 2 years back, well, how are you? That's all. So, according to the age, according to their potency, and according to their money, yatha vittam. So, a rich king, he will be given more attention. A poor king, he will be given less attention. That's how he used to greet all. Sarvaika me samarheti. And he will give them some gifts, and he will see them in their respective places. And thus he used to worship the kings and give them seats. Then they have all come to witness the marriage of Rukmini. He has invited them all. Whenever a marriage takes place, we invite all our friends. So they all come in the same way. And now the evening comes. All the kings are there. Suddenly when they see the Rajakumari, the princess, going towards it, they are all waiting to see her. Seyam Shanishchanayati Chala Padma Gosham Raptindara Bhagavata Prasamikshamana Usaryam Vamagarajayi Halakana Vangayi Pratan Virekshadan Dushetchutam Sa. Now she is not aware what has happened. Has Krishna come? Or Krishna has ignored my letter? Chichi, it is a school girl. It is not fit for a princess to write his letters. So he might have got angry, so he might not be coming. And even that Brahmin who was sent as a messenger, he has not come back. Suddenly from the Antapura she sees the Brahmin is there. He shows by signs, yes, I have given his come, he has come. She is happy. And she is going there, and the kings are seeing, Shanish Chanayati Chala Padma Koshavu. She is going slowly. A princess should not run, even I can. So she goes very slowly. Shanish Chanayati Chala Padma Kosha. It looks that as if a lotus is moving. It doesn't look like a princess. Some lotus is moving. Then Ratim Tada Bhagavata Prasamikshama. She is just expecting. Where is the Lord? Has Krishna come? But how can she see? She is supposed to see down. Then suddenly she just takes off this hair which is coming down and sees with this portion of the eye whether Krishna has come. Yes, Krishna was there. She is very happy. Then, at that moment, Tam Rajakanyam Ratha Manurukshatim, she has gone inside, prayed to the mother, she has come back, she is about to get into her chariot. At that time, suddenly he goes, Jahara Krishna Vishatam Samikshatam. All these enemies are seeing. They are all shocked because they never expected this is going to happen now. He just took her, put her in his chariot and gone. And they all wake up a little late. He's already gone hundreds of kilometers. Yo Jarasandha Vashan Sehine Tatoya Yo Ramapuru Gamishatihi. In the meantime, Balarama came to know that he has gone alone. And he knew this fellow is a mischievous fellow. He is not simply going to see the marriage. He is not interested. He is going to do something great and he will be in trouble. So he took the entire troops and he hurried. And he also came at that time. Just when he was moving with her, Rukmini, he had already come to give him support. And all the brothers, they support each other very well. Then, and he has come, and now all these troops of Jarasandha, they all come because Shishupala is a good friend of Jarasandha. And Jarasandha's son-in-law was Kamsa. So naturally, it is a chain of enemies. And they all come behind him. They fight with him. All alone he fights. Krishna Bhyandavat Kruddha. Then Rukmini, the brother of Rukmini, he couldn't tolerate that his sister should be taken away by this fellow. He didn't like him. So he straight comes and fights with Krishna. Then Krishna just caught hold of him and threw away all the weapons and arms which Rukmini was keeping. And she raised his sword to cut his head. Then Rukmini intercedes. She falls at his feet. Krishna, today is going to be our marriage day. Don't start it with killing my brother. Please, you refrain from that. You have defeated him. That should be more than enough. Chailena badva tamasadhukarinam sasvashrukesham pravapan dhyarupayate. Bhagavan Krishna tied him with a dhoti. That is all available. A rope was not available there. So he tied him, and with his sword, he just shaved off his dadi, his beard, and his mustache, and his head. For a Kshatriya, if an enemy does this, there is no greater dishonor in life. And such people often have committed suicide, they don't live after that. He did this. Then by that time Balarama had come and he chides his brother Krishna. Krishna, this is unfair on your part. You know, this is equal to take away his life for a Kshatriya. No, Rukmini was angry against you, it doesn't matter. But it doesn't mean that you should kill him like this. That making him kurupi, that means having making him ugly, that's not correct. Anyway, Bhagavan Vishwasutam Evam Jidya Bhumipani, then all the kings, they run away. Rukmini has been left. She said, I will not go back to my house. I will not go back. I will not enter anywhere. Here itself, I am going to build a small city. He built a city and he began to live there. Till I am able to defeat this Krishna and take away my sister, I am not going to go anywhere from this place. I will be here. And Krishna goes inside. Puramani vidhivadupaye me kurudvaha. Now, he brought her to his Dwaraka, and there, calling all the priests, according to the scriptures, she got her married. Puramani vidhivate upaye me kurudvaha. Dwarakaya babudrajan mahamoda progradam rukminyanamayopetam drishtva krishnam sriyapatim. The entire Dwaraka celebrated the marriage. Not only the king celebrated, not only Krishna celebrated, every house celebrated it. This is Krishna's marriage, first marriage. So, there is a big festivity in the entire Dwaraka. Marriage over. Now, the next chapter starts with the next step. Krishna got a number of children. Krishna got a number of children out of Rukmini and various others. And Rukmini's son was called Pradyumna. Rukmini's son was called Pradyumna because it has got earlier history. He was Manmatha, the god of love himself, who is born as Pradyumna. What happened was, when Manmatha tried to put a delusion of karma, the delusion of lust and passion on the Lord by drawing his bow containing the 5 arrows made up of flowers. When they touch a person, the man is in delusion, he loves whosoever he sees. Krishna knew, Shiva, he did it for Shiva, because there is a aerial voice which said, it is Shiva's son who is going to give Tarakasura. So Shiva has to marry again, and he is sitting in meditation. So what can be done? So Indra sends Manmatha, the god of love, go there. You do what you can to incite his love. So when he just draws the bow, Shiva opens his third eye and looks at him. The third eye is the eye of fire. The moment he opened his eyes, immediately Manmatha was reduced to ashes. Immediately the entire body was consumed by fire and he was reduced to ashes. Then his wife Rati Devi comes and weeps at the feet of Bhagavan. What have you done? My husband you have now, forever you have killed. You could have punished him and kept him alive. Why did you go to this extent? After all, he is not your enemy. He is a god. Then Parvati adds her appeal to Lord Shiva. Shiva, poor lady like me, she is weeping, do something for her. Now, Shiva said, a person once consumed the fire is consumed. I can't do now anything here. But he will be born again to Krishna's first wife, Rukmini, as Pradyumna. And he will live through. And Rati will be able to find him, his wife, and they can live as Pradyumna and Rati. So this Pradyumna was born. In the meantime, there was a demon called Shambarasura. And for him, the aerial voice, I think there's a mischievous voice there. It just creates trouble. It creates trouble for Kamsa. Her eighth, why should he tell unnecessarily? Let them marry and go back and then they will know. So it creates mischief always. So it created again the mischief. Told Shambara, look here, Rukmini has born a child today. That is going to be your death. He is the chap who is going to kill you. He said, only if I allow. So that very night he went there and secretly took away the child and went to the ocean and dropped the child inside the ocean. He said, now who will kill me? And he went back home. And this child was gobbled by a fish. It just put him inside. And the very next day, one of these fishermen, he saw that big one. He said, it's a very big one. And the king will give, the Shambarasura will give us a lot of money for this. So let me go and sell it to them. She took it straight to the cookhouse. And in the cookhouse in charge, she was a very beautiful young lady. She was known as Mayavati. She was Rati herself, who has taken this form in order to wait for Pradyumna. She knows Pradyumna has to come here and kill Shambarasura. She was just waiting. When this was brought, when she cut it open, she found the child absolutely safe and sound inside the fish. She hastily, she hid the child. And as if she is her sister's child or something, the boy was growing in the cookhouse. And she taught him slowly all the vidyas, how to put Maya in other people, others Maya, how to break them into pieces. Through Maya, they can simply, just like the rain, they can rain a lot of serpents. All serpents will come and fall. So like that they can create anything. They can create a cyclone and the wind will be blowing everywhere. All these through Maya, they are not natural things. So that's through Maya they will create. And he knows the antidote. If he applies, all this Maya will go. No more serpents, no more rains, nothing will happen. No more cyclone. That's how it happens. And the boy became big, 20 years old. Then he found that this mother, Mayavati, she was behaving more like a beloved, like a lady who loves him, and not like a mother. So she asked him, how is he? You don't behave like a mother. You have been a mother to me all these days. And now you are behaving in a different way. Then Madhurabhava Madikramya Vartase Kamini Yatha. You are not having the Madhurabhava. You are having the bhava of a lady who loves me. Dear beloved, it's not fair. Then she reveals who he is. Well, I am your wife. You are Manmatha. And then she tells him further all the various tricks and the entire warfare, how to fight, all inside the cookhouse. And she says, now you are fully equipped. Go and challenge that Asura and kill him, kill that devil. So he goes, stands outside and he calls, "Oh Shambhara, come here. I am here to kill you. I am challenging you." And Shambhara Asura came out and there's a lot of fight and ultimately Pradyumna kills that Shambhara Asura as predicted by the aerial voice. And then he goes back to Rukmini. Rukmini is very happy because she lost her first child and she was weeping always. And on seeing this boy of 20, she really recognized because this son is exactly like his father. He looks like another Krishna. He is also Shamavarna, black in color, and all his features are exactly like Krishna's. And in fact, when Mayavati took him there inside, Krishna's other wives saw him. Then immediately they said, "Oh, it is our husband." They went and hid themselves. Because, it's not correct to come before the husband. There is a rule in those days. Then Krishna was ruling, and one day all the people came running to him. "Lord, Lord, the Surya Deva, the sun, he is coming to see you, full of shining, such a glow, we can't see him even." Krishna laughs. It is not the sun, it is that king Satrajit. Satrajit did tapasya for a number of years, and then Surya came to him and gave him one money, one gem. It is called a Semantak money, the Semantak gem. It is not an ordinary gem. The one who keeps it, he will find daily under his pillow 120 tolas of gold, Ashtamara. So, about 120 tolas every day he can get gold. And apart from that, in the country where this Sevantaka money is kept, nobody will have any disease, nobody will have any worries, and there will be enough rains. You cannot say in any year, "Oh, this year there has not been no rain." So everything will be very nice, no famine will come, people will be prosperous. There is a speciality of this gem. So he was wearing it here and he wanted to show Krishna was his neighbor. So he was coming here to show, look here, Samantakmani. She came to Krishna, he told what all he can get out of it. He said, in these 2-3 days itself I got every day 120 tolas. It's not a small quantity of gold. And Krishna told him, "You are a small king. You can't use it. So, I will use it in countries where there is famine, where people are all affected by various diseases. So you please give it to me." He said, "I'll give you. I have done 15 years of tapasya to Surya and great difficulty I got it. I'll give you. Nothing to it." He goes away. He goes home and he normally keeps it on a nail inside his bedroom. His brother Prasenna one day, he liked to wear it. So without his knowledge, he took it, put it on his throat, here. He wore it. And then on horseback, he went for hunting. He went on horseback for hunting. This was not known to his elder brother, Satrajit. Then there is a big lion which came on the way. With one beating by his hand, he just felled the horse. The horse died on the spot. With another he felled the Prasena. Prasena died on the spot. And it took the money in his mouth because it looked very shiny, and it went away. When it went away, en route it met Jambavan, the famous Jambavan of Ramayana, the old bear. He was old even in Ramayana. Now, you see, in Krishna's days he will be very, very, very old. But he was full of strength. So, when he saw, hey, this money is very good, I should have it, he went and gave one slap. The lion died and he took the money. He took it home. There he had a grandchild, a small child at home. He gave it for playing. He doesn't know what it is. He just gave it for playing. The child was playing with it. And the nurse was also playing with it. Just like the little ball rolling and the child rolling back. And here Satyajit went and told all the kings, this Krishna, he wanted it badly and refused to give him, he has stolen it away. He has stolen it away. He was not aware that his brother had taken it. So he said, and including Balarama began to believe, yes, this fellow was always a chore. Even as a child he used to go to various houses and eat others butter and buttermilk and all that. So he would have done it. Now Krishna wants to tell people and show to people that he is innocent. How can he prove? Unless he found it from somebody and brought it and gave it to them, nobody will believe. So Krishna said he started in search of that money. He went and he saw the place where Prasena had died. Then he followed the footsteps of the lion. He saw the footsteps of the bear. He followed it, went to the Guha where the great Jambavan lived. Jambavanti vachana sunayi. So, he is a very wise bear. That's all. And